You're watching PTV. You're watching PTV.
Ooh, scary.
Scary music, scary music. We are halfway to Halloween. Yes, up here we've got. We're working with 3 cameras tonight, but the 3rd camera is going to be on for our cooking demo later. Welcome everyone, welcome to PTV Live, a surprise edition. It's a special presentation for halfway to Halloween.
Turn down the music a little bit. I can't hear you.
Yeah, it's a little loud. Okay.
There we go.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers.
How loud? Hey, it just didn't need to be so loud. Way too much fun with this stuff. So,
how's everyone doing?
I'm okay.
We are back here at the villa. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Ben.
Welcome to PTV Live. We are just having some fun here. Hello, everyone in the stream. Thank you for spending some time on a Friday evening with us.
You get to watch us cook dinner.
Yeah.
We're making pumpkin pancakes, and you're all going to see in all of its glory. The bacon is in the oven right now, so we're having bacon, eggs, and pumpkin pancakes for dinner.
Oh.
We love breakfast, and when we thought of this idea or something happened about this, I'm like, we're going to make pumpkin pancakes. Because this is literally a Disney recipe.
Yep.
Part of the Halfway to Halloween.
This is a recipe from Walt Disney Parks and Resorts from 2019.
Even has a Mickey head on it. So,
how's that for our volume? Is that better?
can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Paul is saying your volume's low again. Is that better? I hope so.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. It's much better.
Well, Doug also had a piece of paper blocking the microphone, so that may have been part of it. Okay, thank you, Paul. Glad to hear that. So yeah, Doug and I are back from our trip to Southern California. It was quite an adventure.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, was it an adventure?
Long and satisfying, if you could believe. But
there
we
were-
had a natural high we had to come off of, and I had to give my poor blisters a little vacation yesterday. One was so big it had his own zip code. Oh,
Let's see.
Ow.
Sci-Fi said, did you?
Normally Sherry would be joining us for an episode of PTV Live, but instead I have a pumpkin over here.
yeah, that's all she's worth is a squash.
Oh dear Lord, jeez. No, Sherry actually had previous dinner plans, so she and her husband Tom went out to meet a good friend of the family's for dinner, and we are here without Sherry tonight.
Yes,
That's
we're.
fine.
Yeah, that's fine. We're
We all
without
have
Sharon.
I have 2 more minutes on my bacon.
Yeah, we'll switch to the camera angle for
Camera.
Doug to pull the bacon out so you can see what it's like.
How dare you repeat?
Wanda.
Yes.
No, tonight is actually just a surprise stream. We decided to go ahead and do something for halfway to Halloween, since Disney is really pushing it this year, even more so than they have in the past.
They've kind of did it in 1819. They did this halfway. 19, I think, was the first year they did halfway to Halloween. And then I
Yeah,
followed another group, and they're pumping it really big too. April 30th or May 1st is considered halfway to Halloween. And since we want to really push the holidays, Halloween has always been slightly, for the past 10 years, taken a little bit of a backseat. I love Halloween. I bet we start Christmas in September, so it's the royal snow job, the hose job, the
Well, we're
blow
gonna
job.
we're gonna talk all about what Disney has in store for Halloween this year, because it seems like they've got things, and it's more than just at the parks. They're planning things for, of course, merchandise all over the place. You can pick that up online. You can get it out at the stores all over the place. They have recommendations for for Disney Plus.
I'm beeping.
And yeah, this is big news. The big news for it is that the Boo Bash won't require a theme park admission ticket or park reservation. Your Boo Bash ticket will admit you. So that's really cool. And then of course, it's okay to have the King of Halloween in chat. Am I going to say is Muppets Halloween? Yes, that's another announcement coming. They have announced that they're going to do a special Halloween edition of a Muppets special on Disney Plus. So if you have not subscribed to Disney Plus and you want to see that, I suggest you try that.
I doubt very seriously that most of the audience here tonight does not have a subscription to Disney Plus already.
Well, you guys should not be with us. You need Disney Plus. Sacrifice
Yeah.
the Starbucks. Or
But yeah,
$5.
it's Muppet Haunted Mansion. You know, it's gonna be great. What's great is that I always thought his name was Uncle Dudley. That's the Muppet character, but he's calling himself Uncle Deadly for Halloween.
He says he calls himself, and then if you go into Wikipedia, his name is Uncle Deadly.
I always thought it was Dudley, so
No.
I'm
No, it's
boldly wrong.
deadly.
It's Deadly.
Uncle Deadly.
It's with real character. He came during one of the Muppet shows. I read his history, how he came to be. It's very fascinating.
Yeah, so very
I
interesting.
didn't know.
So, Doug, you already pulled the bacon out of the oven
yeah, it needs
and turned it, or
I turned it the once, but it just needs that.
so it needs to be a little bit crisper. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug cooks his bacon in the oven. He lays it flat in a jelly roll pan, lines that pan with
Double foil.
double foil.
And convection bake it 400 degrees to your desired. I can't tell you the time. It's the type of bacon you like. I usually do 15 minutes to 15 minutes, and it stays perfectly flat.
And you see, Sci-Fi does the same thing, cooks bacon in the oven. It's a lot easier. It's less messy. So,
good.
yeah. So it's really cool that we can do it that way. Well, let's see. Shall we start with a cocktail? I have a video queued up that I uploaded to the channel. What, Ben?
No, it's just a cocktail.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
cocktail hour.
This cocktail happens to be called the Haunted Mansion. Check it out.
I know.
I've got a video for you. Check it out.
You're watching PTV.
Hi, I'm Arnie. Welcome to the PTV Cocktail Show. Today I'm going to make something that is kind of like, well, let's say we're close to Halloween right now, so let's do a drink called the Haunted Mansion. So we're going to call in the spirits wherever they're at. You can see that there's a lot of alcohol here, various different spirits, so these are the spirits we're calling. This one is going to take a lot of little parts of those, so let's get started with that. In this case, we're going to start with tequila. Half an ounce. And every alcohol is going to be half an ounce, so we're going to do. So this is the tequila. Then half an ounce of rum. And then this big behemoth, it's a bottle of vodka from Costco. I don't know why it has to be so big, but there you go. And it looks like I might have a little trouble pouring it, but it's starting to get a little lighter, being that there's not as much vodka in it. So half an ounce of vodka. Then we're going to do half an ounce of gin. Okay, those are all the clear liquors we're going to put in this one. Okay, then we're going to put in some grenadine. This is half an ounce of grenadine I'm going to add to this glass. So let's go ahead and put that in. There we go. Half an ounce of grenadine. And then we're going to add one more liquor to this. I wanted to put this last because it's just a splash. This is just a splash of blue curacao. So there's no real measurement for this. We just kind of like put a splash in and that'll do it. This is going to take some lime. So we're going to just put in a small bit, not even a quarter ounce, but I'll go ahead and slice it open. Go. And as long as I'm at, I'll go ahead and get a slice there. There we go. And let's go ahead and squeeze in, not quite a quarter of an ounce, but I'll measure it out, make sure that it's just a little bit of juice. There we go. That should be enough. And we'll put that in. Now, we're gonna add one more ingredient, but we're gonna do that after we've shaken the drink. So let's take the cocktail shaker. It's already full of ice. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in. Put that on top, shake it up. There we go. Nice seal break. There we go. And let's go ahead and strain this into
a coupe glass here. And then we're going to top this off with some lemon lime soda. In this case, Sprite. You can use 7-Up or any other lemon lime soda you like. So we'll just add to the top of that to give it some effervescence. And to make it look pretty, let's go ahead and add a garnish to it. In this case, we'll just add a lime wheel. Cut that. And we will stick that in the glass right there. And there you have it. A haunted mansion. Let's give this a try. This is the Haunted Mansion. It is full of spirits, definitely. It's dangerous. Now notice it's also a nice purple color there, kind of a theme color in the Haunted Mansion. So it really looks, it really does give you a good taste of the Haunted Mansion, full of spirits. Well, this is one I would definitely make again, and I would not hesitate in serving it here at PTV. Everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. If you've liked it, please like it, subscribe to our channel, and share this out with your friends. That'll help us out really. That would really help us a lot. Really appreciate that. And as always, drink responsibly.
Well, so I guess Megan would say it would put her under the table, huh?
It's an amalgamation of everything. It's a little, that's...
There are a lot of different adult beverages mixed into one big adult beverage. Like, oh my gosh.
Deep purple. But
it's a beautiful color cocktail.
it's very good. I mean,
It is.
It does look like grape Kool-Aid. Danny, you are absolutely right.
Yeah, it does. And the thing is that it's so smooth that it could really sneak up on you.
I can imagine so.
That was a good one when I did that one. I liked coming up with that one. So that was fun. We actually have a couple things here. Merchandise is coming up from Disney, of course, for Halloween. So
I'm saving myself a lot of money.
So if you notice there, you'll see the game Villainous. They're really pushing that one. They've got the Ursula sweatshirt, but right in the center.
Oh, Derek.
In the center.
He wore that at Disneyland.
Derek wore that at Disneyland. He put it on, didn't think it would be him, and then suddenly here he is walking out the gate. We see him coming, when we're coming out of California Adventure. He's there and he's wearing a blue wig. It's a Hades.
Yeah, but see, he put it on and it makes him like 8 inches taller.
Yeah, because he's very short.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it was him. So I mean, it's Derek. I wouldn't expect anything else.
Yeah, I can see Derek standing next to Wanda with her purple hair, Derek with his blue hair. That'd be quite colorful. I think that'd be a pretty cool picture.
I'm in a lot of trouble for Halloween this year. My banker calls me and asks if I'm okay. Yes, I thought Visa was going to call us because we had 2 cards that we were working with. They happened to be both Visa, not Disney Visa, but we had. I didn't want them to call to make sure everything was okay. Bless their heart.
Yeah,
if they did,
they're so sweet.
Sweet. No, we had our fun. Let's just say the mouse was very happy with us.
They've also got a line of Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, wallets, of course, a lounge fly bag.
Of course.
Yeah. You know, you cannot go anywhere without a lounge fly bag anymore. Hello, Anna. Thank you for joining.
Hi.
So
Sherry,
we also, what was that?
Sherry has a few lounge fly bags. She gets compliments on them all the time.
Oh gosh, yes.
We were with Enchanted Rita through Downtown Disney on Thursday night. And I just made a comment saying, I am so happy I'm not a girl. Because I would have all these lounge fly bags. and all the wonderful mouse ears, because she picked up one that she's been wanting. It's a kind of like a denim. It's like they finally got it in, and she had to pick it up.
Not to mention the Disney dress shop too.
Yeah, so we were when I said that because I wanted to mumble it like I wouldn't say it, and she's like, "Oh, don't worry, because I have way too many of these Loungefly bags, and I have way too many mouse ears." And I'm like, "I know I would."
Ben,
I mean, they're amazing. The bags are amazing, and now I'm seeing more guys have them. They have them on them, but they're more like I saw a guy have a Woody, so they're getting more socially acceptable for like little backpacks because they're freaking cool.
yeah, so
they're very
Sci-Fi is
cool.
asking, what the heck is a Loungefly bag? Loungefly
Little
is
backpack.
It's a little backpack about so big, and it's
Loungefly is actually a brand that produces these bags.
Yeah, it's a brand, but makes it, if you type in Loungefly backpack, Disney backpack, it'll show you like the size, and they're kind of chunky.
And Sherry owns a few of these bags.
yeah. There are some women that collect nearly all of them.
Oh yeah, they're.
I mean, how much
addictive.
do they cost? I forget.
They're not cheap, but they're not expensive either.
They're somewhere between 60 and 100, depending on the style, I guess.
Yeah.
God, Joseph.
Oh, Joseph
Wow,
Boyle.
Thank you.
Almost forgot to tip the bartender.
Aw.
Thank you.
Thanks for the drink recipe, Arnie. You are very welcome, Joseph. That video is actually running on Pepper Tree Villa. Just do a search for Pepper Tree Villa Haunted Mansion, and the video will show up on YouTube. But yeah, thank you so much for that super chat, Joseph. That's very kind.
And
Yeah, the backpacks here on the Loungefly website are going for about $75.
I was thinking.
So not expensive, but not cheap.
No,
But they're very well made.
but
Pearl Nini just
Bernini, congratulations on the nice choice of a Lilo and Stitch bag.
oh no, they're the patterns are amazing. There was one that got to the point where I didn't care if it was particularly gender. I actually wanted it. It was absolutely amazing, but you know, you have to pick your battles. But I was joking, and Rita goes, she just loved it that I said that. She's like, yeah, it's being a girl and loving Disney is not good for the bank account.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
exactly.
she has two corgis, and we're in the home store, and we're looking at all the dog and cat section. And if I had an animal, I would have all this. And she says,
Oh, yeah.
corgis run around naked. They don't like
They don't
anything.
They don't like collars, sweaters, nothing.
No.
And the thing is, they buy all this stuff. They buy all sorts of stuff and everything.
Oh, Richard. Okay, are we hungry?
Yeah, Richard was. Actually, it was.
Oh, everybody talks about Loungefly. I mean, they're very cool. Don't get me wrong. The one I'm half tempted to was what Sherry got was the Ratatouille with that really cool graphic. That was awesome.
Yeah,
I would do it.
Now there was one more picture I wanted to. Let's see, it was this one here. This is a couple of books they're going to be doing. They released their villains books. They've got Disney Chills, but if you look at the one there on the left, this one right here, that is
to have it.
Disney Villains Devilishly Delicious Cookbook. That is going to be released July 20th, or is
on
it
Amazon pre-order? I have to have it.
Yeah, that one is going to be one of those things. And we saw a couple of the recipes. We saw a couple of the recipes. Yeah, it actually sounds like a very promising book.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Pranini.
Yeah. Now there's another thing that's going on. Disney is pushing Disney Plus, of course, and let's start with the first 5 here. They put together a watch list of their Halloween themed or spooky themed things on their watch list. First one on the list is Halloweentown, and I will be honest, I've never seen this.
I have.
I've never seen it, so I have no idea what it is or what it's about, but I am intrigued. I mean, people have talked about it before, and I've just never watched it.
Gosh,
and then, of course,
movie.
The Haunted Mansion. That's the Eddie Murphy film.
Oh, yeah. Halloweentown stars Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds? Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a series of films.
Oh, okay. So it's not just one, it's actually the whole series.
Yeah.
One nope, 2 heck yes. Well, the Haunted Mansion was a good movie. It's just Eddie Murphy didn't add anything to it. That's just my thing. 3.
Hocus Pocus.
Oh, he hissed.
Danny hissed
Oh
in
my
Hocus
god,
Pocus.
I like it, but he has Mom's Got a Date with the Vampire.
Cassidy
For
says
us
that
to be really-
Halloweentown is a classic, the whole series.
Oh, Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
Sci-fi says he prefers the Ghost of Mr. Chicken. Well, that one's actually not a Disney film, but it's a Don Knotts film. Who is a Disney character in his own right? But yeah,
Megan had an intriguing question that we'll want to discuss after this. And
Okay.
that is that what would we say is the worst Disney villain? But let's go on with the watch list.
okay, we'll do that. The watch list also goes on to Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. I've never even heard of this film.
Yeah,
So-
he said he has to be in the mood for it.
I have no idea. Oh,
Oh wow. I can see that. That's kind of how
Eddie Murphy is to the Haunted Mansion as David Spade is to the Emperor's New Groove. Ooh,
Oh,
Richard's
that's
not a fan.
Fighting words.
Yeah, those
That's
are,
a hiss.
that's a hiss.
There are other aspects of the Emperor's New Groove that I like, but anyway, the next film, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
Best ever.
I find that an absolutely delightful film. It's why I'm wearing this shirt.
I love. They have the Toad minifig. I mean,
Yeah.
I already behaved. I'll wait for my next trip.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We decided to wait. Now, next on the list, The Ghost of Buxley Hall. Who in the chat has seen this movie?
What?
The Ghost of Buxley Hall. I've never seen it.
I don't know. What
So
that is.
I don't even know what it's about. Ben, have you seen it?
I've never even heard of it.
No.
I'm guessing it's a Disney Channel movie.
Most likely.
Okay. Well, the next one on it is, of course, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and that is Doug. You love that one.
Yes. Mopey Kids. Okay. Watch it.
It's got Mopey Kids.
Guess what?
Right.
Disneyland did not have Mopey Kids on Thursday.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, that's next week.
We'll talk about that on Monday.
But I had to share the Mopey Kid thing.
Yeah, Monday we'll talk about the lack of battering rams in Disneyland along with some show and tell. So that's coming up. But the next film, Twitches. Ben, you were telling us that movie stars
Tia and Tamara, the girls who were in the sitcom Sister Sister back in the 90s. And it was a series of films, I believe, on the Disney Channel back in the mid 2000s.
Yeah, I see.
They played twin witches, which is where they get twitches.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Next one is actually a Mickey Mouse cartoon, Lonesome Ghost.
Oh, Lonesome Ghost is
A
amazing.
classic, an absolute
It is.
classic. I love, especially at the end when Mickey, Donald, and Goofy get covered in molasses and flour, and then they scare the ghosts themselves.
9, sometimes 10. Why is it on the list? Master of the Ghostlight.
Mater and the Ghost Light.
I wouldn't put there. I would put Skeleton Dance.
Skeleton. Oh, that's a
From
good
the Sim-
choice.
Yeah, I don't know why Skeleton Dance is not on here from
Was Skeleton Dance offered on Disney Plus?
That's a good question.
I don't know. Can someone figure it out?
Noah's our expert for Disney Plus. Noah, can you please tell us, is Skeleton Dance on
I love
Disney
it.
Plus?
That is, I think, out of all my silly symphonies, I love it. So yeah,
The one thing you have to understand is that this list is made up of things that can be found on Disney Plus. So if the Skeleton Dance currently is not posted on Disney Plus, it wouldn't make the list.
Okay.
But
Danny says
it
it's
is not.
Disney Plus.
oh, that kind of.
We have to mention is Chilling Thrilling Sounds of the Haunted House from Disney Records.
I remember that.
Oh my gosh, that record. That used to be on not just Disney Records, I believe it was Disneyland. Disneyland Records. All the records used to be called, they were all under the brand of Disneyland Records. And I absolutely loved all that. So, wow, that was great. Okay.
So I'm hungry. I'm going to make dinner. So join me.
Doug is going to start cooking. So let's go ahead and do this.
Ow. Okay, so since we don't have
The Atlanta guy was so played out by me when I was a kid. Yeah, I was. Pearl Nini saying, "Oh, Doug." Yeah, Doug's actually still recovering from
Oh,
the week that we
yeah,
experienced.
my corns and bunions are just now being.
Okay, now you are really old if you're referring to bunions.
Yay for a third camera.
It
Yep,
just sounds funny.
here we are. Yeah, definitely. So Doug needs to give us steps as he cooks. Actually, I can do that as well because I have the recipe right here. Doug is following a recipe that's right there as well. He's doing a combination of milk and half, and that's because the recipe actually calls for whole milk, but we don't have whole milk in
No,
the
I'm not
house.
gonna buy it.
And we didn't want to buy just to get 1 cup. So we decided we'll use some half and 1% milk and just combine that.
Gives a thickness of the consistency of whole milk.
Yeah.
Hi, Christine. Welcome to the stream.
So
Christine,
that
hello.
is a cup of whole milk, 1 egg.
Yeah. Now we're going to do an egg. And so what he's doing, he's making Disney pumpkin pancakes, actually.
Their recipe.
It's their recipe from their website. They premiered this recipe online in, you said 2019?
2019.
Yeah.
2019, they came up with this recipe and they put it. Now, there is a disclaimer at the bottom of the recipe itself. Let me read this disclaimer to you. It says, this recipe has been converted from a larger quantity in the restaurant kitchens. The flavor profile may vary from the restaurant's version. As a reminder, while preparing this recipe, please supervise children who are helping or nearby. Wanda, for a super chat of $10 from Cruising for Food, Doug is so sexy when he cooks.
Oh, yeah, I'm so sexy for my whatever. So
What is that butter?
it's butter.
Yes, this is 2 tablespoons of butter melted.
And yeah, that is the backside of a Mac screen.
I know Wanda and Derek played with my measuring cups. I know they did.
Megan says, permanecer sentados, por favor. That is an inside joke for Disneylanders.
Okay, so
Hey, Rita, welcome.
Which Rita is. Enchanted Rita, welcome to the stream. She gets that joke of permanecer sentados, por favor.
Rita, I was talking about you.
Yeah.
Just earlier, so you
Rita.
have to go back.
Rita, we were talking about Loungefly bags. What is the average price and how many bags do you have?
Because I told you when I was at Disneyland. Oh, you can't see. So I told you when I was at Disneyland, I wish I was not. I'm so happy I'm not a girl because I'd have all these in the mouse ears. And then you told me, yeah, I have them all.
So Doug is now putting some vanilla extract in. That's 1 teaspoon of...
1 teaspoon or 2?
1 teaspoon.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You can put 2.
Yeah, there she says that their average price is $75 to $90.
That's what I thought. I thought it was somewhere between 60 and 100.
Yeah. However, Rita's got 23 bags.
Oh my
And Danny says that Jess got her first bag at a Hot Topic store for $60.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I saw that earlier. It's a different thing. Okay. Now, as Doug is doing some of this mixing, Megan asked us a question. What was that question, Ben?
Who would, in our opinion, would be the worst Disney villain?
Wow.
What do you think is the worst Disney villain?
I actually have been thinking, I thought a little bit about that a couple of days ago, and I will say that I think the worst name for a villain, I mean, come on, you've got names like Ursula. That just sounds evil. Even though I know a friend Ursula, she's very sweet, love her to death. But, you know, in the context of the movie, Ursula just sounds evil. Then you get names like Cruella, Maleficent, you know,
The Wicked Witch.
the Wicked Witch. I mean, you don't get much more evil than that. But come on.
Yeah.
Clayton. Clayton is one of the worst villain names of any Disney cartoon.
Are we doing names or people?
Names. That's names.
Which Clayton is from which film?
The Rescuers Down Under.
That was Clayton McLeach, right?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Clayton. Wrong Clayton.
Yeah.
No. Clayton, I believe, is from Tarzan.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah. McLeach was from Rescuers Down Under. Clayton is from Tarzan.
God,
Megan says Maleficent is her the most beautiful villain.
Okay,
She
you got
is-
story. I know you want to wait for Monday, but you got to say that story.
Are you talking about the car we saw?
Okay, outside, pulling out of cast parking in the back of Disneyland is Ball Road, and that's
Okay, hold on. Just so everyone knows, Arnie and Doug have not shared any of these stories with me or Sherry, so I'm hearing it for the first time too.
Okay, so we're pulling out. This was Friday night. We were just done
After Disneyland?
from Disneyland.
Okay.
A Honda Civic, grayish silver, probably only a couple-year-old brand new Honda Civic. And it pulls out. We get to the light there at Harbor and Ball. And I look at the license plate and I just burst into laughter. It was Maleficent, but it was spelled. You had to look at it. It was brilliant. I'm like,
Maleficent? Wait, on
Maleficent.
a license plate.
yes, coming out of Disneyland. I just went, and it was like a middle-aged guy driving this Honda Civic.
Rita, no, it was on Friday night that we saw that, not Thursday
Yeah,
night.
not Thursday. We were not that
we saw
cool.
Rita at Downtown Disney on Thursday. And by the way, just for a record,
I have heart hurt.
the vlogs are coming. I started downloading files of video and pictures, and the Disneyland day alone has 200 files that I've got to go through. So
Holy cow.
I was taking forever.
every time I was turning around, I was pulling out my phone, and it was wild. There's a lot of
Okay,
content there.
Flour, sugar,
Chernobog.
Chernobog.
Yeah, Chernobog was.
I can get behind that.
But I'll tell you, for most evil,
Most evil,
Well, no. She did not say most evil. She just said worst.
worst.
And by worst, I'm thinking she's classifying that as least favorite.
that would be my
Make it
guess.
clear. Is it worse as in just the worst villain because it's not that good of a villain?
That would be nastiest villain.
Yeah. Hello, Pam's
Nasty
fam.
would be just a very good villain.
Yeah.
Yes.
The worst,
Worst is
just a really bad villain that was just bad. Just
yeah. Wanda puts it really well. She says to me, worst is not even that bad. I'm not afraid of that villain.
exactly. It's just not that good of a villain.
I would say for me, it would be in the story of Ichabod Crane. He was the suitor of the woman there in town, and what was it? I would say Ichabod was going home after being at the bar all the time. Worst villain, as in bad, is Hades, according to the Orlando guy. Now, I personally think I don't even remember the character's name. I've only seen the movie like 3 or 4 times, but I don't remember his name.
Baking powder, not soda.
I'll look it up. Hold on.
Okay, let's go back to the recipe here. Doug is now working on the dry ingredients. And you mix the liquids and the dry separately, and then you combine them.
So, and now I'm doing half cinnamon.
Enchanted Rita said, Doug, you're not telling me what you're doing. And she's asking, are you folding in the baking powder?
Full.
If
Yeah, we were crazy on Thursday night.
you say fold in one more time. So far, the first dry ingredient has been what
Now I'm on spices.
I know, but that's part of the dry ingredients. Because he did flour and sugar. It was 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Now he's moving on to the spices.
Everybody needs a French nutmeg grater. You sit there and grate it. Can you see this? And you put your nutmeg in and you grate it on a stone. So
Okay. The villain to which you are referring in Ichabod and Mr. Toad is Brom Bones.
Brom Bones. Okay, thank you. Okay, so
That's
now
actually a really good. That's a really good trivia question and $1,000 question in Jeopardy.
Mike Wheeler, hashtag fold in the cheese. For those of you that are not understanding what we're talking about, I'm sure a lot of you do, but we're talking about a reference from the show Schitt's Creek. Season 2, episode 2, they are cooking, as Moira Rose calls them, enchiladas.
that is tomorrow.
But Doug is preparing pumpkin pancakes.
Yes.
Because actually, the week before we left, I was thinking of pumpkin bread.
Hey, Carlos, welcome.
Hey.
Disney Trash Man, welcome.
They say an eighth of an inch of...
Eighth of a teaspoon of cloves.
Oh my God.
Eighth of an inch.
Do under a quarter of a teaspoon. An eighth of a teaspoon is just, why bother?
Pearl Nini has never heard of anyone grating nutmeg before. So
Yeah,
I'll tell you,
all my...
we do our best to buy our spices whole and then grind them. We do that with pepper. We do that with nutmeg.
Oh, the aroma is so aroma rich.
We
It's
have
really
done it
good.
with cloves, but I'll tell you, it's really it makes a big mess with cloves.
Yeah, I let Schilling do all of my grinding.
No, you should. I'm getting, like, with spices, you always, on a lot of them, start grinding them yourself.
Yes, it's definitely our own pumpkin spice mix, and yes, grinding spices, it gives you that wonderful hit of fresh spice, especially the nutmeg.
Do a pinch.
A pinch of salt?
Yeah, because I think I use salted butter.
It calls for half a teaspoon of salt, but yeah, salted butter I think will be plenty for you can just do a pinch.
Name off the dry ingredients.
Okay,
It says
for there was one
paragraph 2: whisk flour, sugar, baking powder, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, salt, and cloves in a medium bowl.
Okay, again,
That's a lot.
Fold. Literally, it says fold wet ingredients. I'm not joking.
Fold wet ingredients into the flour mixture. And yes, that is Alton Brown's salt containment unit.
Yes, salt containment unit, Alton Brown. When Food Network was amazing. I went to Chelsea Marketplace in New York City in 2008.
Oh, good night, Danny. Yeah.
Ciao.
The stress is sitting in. He is getting ready to move to Florida. He and Jess are going to be setting up in Central Florida very soon. I guess a week from tomorrow they start their move.
Florida.
So, Danny, thanks for spending some time with us tonight. It was great having you. Doug is now adding the liquid ingredients.
Anytime someone has the topic of Halloween, you can guarantee that Danny's going to be coming into the chat stream. Danny is the king of Halloween.
In our
Anyone have any questions about Halloween? Ask Danny.
Definitely. Everything from decorations to makeup. Man, he did makeup in various Halloween haunted houses and things like that. He's a pro. He and Jess are both pros.
Yep.
So you just want to get
so now
your flour.
he's folding the wet ingredients into the flour, and you just want to incorporate it so that the flour is wet. Once you get to that point, you're ready to start ladling the batter in onto the griddle.
I just moistened.
Now, if you look at our oven, the cooktop is gas. The oven itself is electric. They call that a dual fuel oven. Just a short story. When we got this house back in 2008, this was while Doug and I were planning on going to Disneyland Paris that summer or maybe the next year. And then all of a sudden, a house opportunity fell into our laps and said, you know what?
Well, there was also the Great Recession too, so it was not conducive.
So the house was half from what it had been just a couple years prior when we bought it. But the thing is that we took the money that we had set aside for the fund to go to Paris, and we bought this oven because that oven was not cheap. But we do a lot of cooking at home, So over the years, it definitely amortized itself, but the oven's name is Paris because of that.
Okay, there are a couple of comments here. First of all, Rita, thank you so much. The decorations for me and the house, very easy to do. Sherry helped me pull them out of the attic. It was very gettable. We just pulled some pumpkins out and pulled them in. Actually, these pumpkins are carved by Sherry. This one is a tribute to her son, Jeremy, who went to UCLA. This one back here is a tribute to her son, Jeff, who went to Cal.
Of course they did.
The one back here is for Mills, which is where Megan went to school.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to have them as jack-o'-lanterns, you can always just turn them around and show them as regular pumpkins. But, of course, we have our traditional jack-o'-lantern right here, next to Richard's Orlando guy.
Yeah.
And Lofi, who's decked out in pumpkins. Let me bring him down here.
The world famous egg spatula. I've used this thing to death. It's made in France. And it's a fancy egg spatula. I love this thing. Ugh. One of my favorite.
And then Sci-Fi also had a reference about the worst Disney villain, according to Screen Crush. Turns out is Prince Hans from Frozen.
Oh, okay. I can buy that.
Yeah, he wasn't. Do you want to put the? Do you guys want to come see this one?
Okay. Let me move the camera closer to Doug so that you can actually.
Megan's fun fact for us is that Mills College was recently acquired by Cal Berkeley. Oh dear Lord, this is like straight up onto the oven kind of thing.
We're getting all kinds of fancy on you guys.
How's that angle right there? Can you see the griddle?
That's perfect. That is perfect, Arnie.
So you can move.
Yeah.
So people can actually see. There you go. There you go. Oh, that is a good
very
one.
nice.
Nice. That's right, Richard. I put my stylus down someplace. Where did I put it? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. It's my mouse.
So Richard says the mug that I have is the only one in existence.
Yep. This is Doug's point of view. Oh, thank you, Wanda. Yeah, you know what? Wanda actually saw the stovetop in person, and there's a drawer right in front of Doug where Wanda and Derek woke up in the middle of the night and started mixing things around.
You guys never went to sleep.
They never went to sleep.
I was so exhausted.
And they
you guys
moved
were
things
rummaging
around.
Through our cabinet.
They were rummaging and moving things around. And I know they did it to see if we would notice. And of course, we did.
Hi, Amy. Of course, Doug would notice. Doug notices every little thing that changes in that house because he lives there.
Yeah, you were here and I noticed you changed things. You didn't eat all the chips away. I purposely had them out there. You ate some. I noticed you ate some.
Rita, thank you.
Thanks for joining us, Rita. Have a nice evening.
Even us?
Oh, yeah. And I have to... I've actually... Rita, when I was at Disneyland, I picked up something for Rita that she asked for, so I've got to make sure that I mail that as well.
I put it in the bag and I just need to put it in the box.
Okay, great.
It needs to be shipped.
And you know what, Wanda? Absolutely. I did find it. Absolutely. Hello, Amy. Yeah,
so
that is a good mugshot.
How long do the pancakes cook on the griddle?
Until it's
according to the instructions, the instructions say 3, heat lightly oiled large skillet or griddle over medium heat until hot. Add a 1/4 cup scoop of pancake batter onto the griddle. Cook for 3 minutes on each side or until golden brown. And from Candy Mom 15, Cynthia, a super chat of $1.99 that says, I love that stove.
Thank you, Cynthia.
And of it.
And hi, Jack. Welcome.
Welcome, Jack. So this stove we've had since we moved into the villa. And I'm very thankful for that. That thing has it's been a wonderful appliance for us.
Well, it came into the house in early 2009, I think.
I got keys November 6th.
It was 2008 that it was installed. Late 2000.
Well,
Just before Christmas?
late November.
Yeah.
We had to do the tile.
Yeah, we had to do the tile. So after the tile and everything was done, and then on January 2nd, we cooked on it for the first time. And we celebrate. Actually, did we cook on that or did we use the grill out back? Because I remember our first meal was hamburgers. Just out of the blue. Oh, by the way, above the stove, you'll also notice that there is a pot filler.
Oh, right here.
We go to a coffee house in our area.
Needs to be scrubbed.
And the person that owns that coffee house says, you have a pot filler in your house? I think your house is the only house in the entire city that has a pot filler.
I'd probably venture to say that it's probably maybe just one of a handful of pot fillers in the East County.
Yeah, I'm sure that there are some others than that. So probably more in Central County, especially when you're talking about areas of Danville and Alamo.
San Ramon and Alamo, yeah. The hoity-toity.
I hate pancakes.
And,
I have to put it on.
Yeah.
And what is the other really, really Blackhawk?
Yeah, Blackhawk, definitely. Blackhawk is a place where very, very rich people live. It's new money. Anyway, so Doug is cooking the pancakes. They are off to the side right there on a cooling rack. But that's okay because Doug still has the bacon and the eggs to put together.
Doug should be making Mickey Mouse pancakes.
Richard says you should be making Mickey Mouse pancakes.
I was thinking of that, but I'm like...
But you need some really big spatula to flip those things.
Yeah, and I'm trying to do this, yeah. I'm going to do waffles. I'm not as good as the River Bell Terrace.
See, Marianne knows about Blackhawk. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And look at that. Cynthia says, on weekends, I've been doing waffles with PTV's strawberry banana jam on top.
That would be delicious.
Yeah.
This is where
right there. That,
jam. And yeah, this thing is...
I tell you, I absolutely love our strawberry banana jam. It's great stuff. It really is.
Richard says he misses breakfast at the Riverbell Terrace, as do all of us.
We all do. I miss getting that steamboat. We used to get a steamboat every time we'd go. On New Year's Eve, we would go to the Riverbell Terrace. It's the first thing we would do. We wouldn't even go on an attraction. We would go first to breakfast there at the Riverbell Terrace and grab steamboats. A steamboat was pancakes.
Yes,
it was
pancakes,
bacon or sausage, scrambled eggs, and a slice of orange.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, the day.
I've already had dinner and you're making me hungry.
Oh, the early decade.
Sci-Fi says, I'd be happy to have waffles with a lullaberry jam if PTV would make some. We just have to wait for lullaberries to come in season and then we'll be able to.
That's true. We're only a few weeks away from fresh lullaberries, provided we can find them somewhere.
Yes.
I don't think I want to eat those.
The steamboat, the Becky Thatcher fruit plate, and the Mark Twain.
All good choices at that restaurant.
Good, solid choices. Yeah. So, yeah, you know what? The pancakes are done. Pancakes are done.
I'm going to make some eggs for us.
Doug is going to make a couple of eggs.
Look at these beautiful bacons.
Oh my gosh.
Can you see him?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to make my eggs.
Noah's hungry again. He had ice cream. So, of course, this This recipe you can find on the Disney Park Blog's website, or just do a search for Halfway to Halloween Pumpkin Pancakes and you will find the recipe. So Wanda's been saving a half of the PTV April Hot Jam for a special occasion.
No, that's not half. Jar.
A jar.
It's a typo. She meant jar, not har. Har.
You know what? Absolutely, they do look scrumptious.
Okay, now I need more eggs. Excuse me.
So whoever is going to be at the villa next, not necessarily me, but a guest, will have to request these pancakes because they do look delicious.
Yeah. Now, the by the way, the let's talk a little.
Welcome, Journey with the Gingers, and yes, we are making pumpkin pancakes at the villa.
Yeah, pumpkin pancakes actually from the Disney Parks blog website. Disney Parks cooking up the magic. It's halfway to Halloween, and we're enjoying some Disney pumpkin pancakes.
Hey, D&G just joined us. Hi, guys.
Hey guys.
Sup. Okay, we have.
So what kind of, are you making scrambled or fried, or what are you doing?
Hey, Crusade Butterbell. Does everybody know what this is? So you put this in. It actually does, and you put it in.
What you do is you soften your butter, you put it in the bell.
Put it in the bell, and then you put it in this with water, and it the water has it where you keep your butter. So this is how we keep fresh butter around, and it's made by Lake Crusade. Other companies make it.
And the water seals it when you put it down upside down. Of course, the air is captured where the butter is, so that the butter doesn't spoil or is exposed to air.
Yep.
The water keeps it sealed.
Like
Oh,
chocolate
interesting.
that you use a lot of butter in fryings.
Richard is asking, is that an all-clad nonstick?
No, it isn't. It looks like it though.
It's a KitchenAid, isn't it?
It's actually KitchenAid.
KitchenAid did a wonderful line of pans
Very high end.
in the, about 15, 16 years ago. Same quality as all-clad, but a fraction of the price.
It actually has more heft than all
It's
that.
the pans are heavier. Let me get just see
Yeah.
what one of those looks like.
Okay. Yeah, I know nothing about pans because I just use what is provided in whatever kitchen I happen to be in, if I happen to be in a kitchen.
Yeah. So here's a sample of one of the saucier pots that we have, and it's called a saucier because it's got a rounded bottom. You don't get corners and everything like that. A little sauce pot.
Yeah, that actually is exactly like all clad. I just like
Yeah.
the handle better.
It's like all
And it has
clad.
more heft.
This handle doesn't have that deep ridge in it. Instead, it's a good solid handle, so you can hold it like this, and it doesn't hurt your hands when you're holding it.
As opposed to all clad?
Oh, Richard's saying, present yourself. You know, that's a good idea.
Huh?
I'm presenting Doug, though. Oh, my goodness. I am so sorry. Here, let me come out and I'll present. So what we're doing, here is the pot. How's that look?
Looks like a pot.
So it's got a nice handle. It's got a simple holder. If you want to hang it, you can. It's got a handle for ease of use, but it's got a nice rounded bottom, so it doesn't have corners or easy spots where things can get trapped or whatever like that. And it's got more of a rounded edge. Works very well with a spatula, especially for sauces. That's what you want this kind of pot for. But it's this one is 5-layer or 6-layer.
That's underneath it. It's exactly all clad. I mean,
Yeah, it's a 5-ply construction. There you go. 5-ply construction KitchenAid.
Okay, well, all Jonathan says that it's shiny.
Unfortunately, they don't make these anymore.
no.
They stopped making this particular line of pans, and I don't know why. I'm
Maybe because they couldn't sell them compared to the all clad that other people wanted.
No.
Is it could it be that they were just in direct competition, or maybe KitchenAid changed focus of what they were trying to present their brand?
Well,
But this is just one pot of, gosh, it's about
12
12 pieces that we have.
Oops.
And by the way, this one is used all the time. And if you look at it closely, you'll notice there is no rainbow effect in it. It's nice and shiny and clean. Doug scours his pans with Barkeeper's Friend.
I was gonna say.
We highly recommend Barkeeper's Friend for cleaning your pots. Actually, the stove and the pots, Doug had his.
Wanda, that's hilarious. I agree with you guys.
We need to find the pickle ornaments and hide them throughout the house. Oh my goodness. No!
No, you give her anxieties. Don't mess with the trees.
But I'm seeing that people have, let's see, I saw someone, Sci-Fi uses Revereware. I saw Cynthia Candy Mom says that she uses, where is it? Oh, and a set from Emerald.
Those are
all good choices.
Journey with the Gingers love Barkeeper's Friends. They say it's awesome.
Yeah, Barkeeper's Friend is our friend. And then Ben, look at this. Candy Mom's cousin once burned water just like you.
Hey, that's my trademark. I actually, my claim to fame is ruining a crock pot, which is practically impossible to do, but I found a way to do it.
Yeah, truthfully, like we've said before, the best thing Ben makes for dinner is reservations.
True story.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, perfect bacon. Now, I'm going to serve us up.
Save the trees. And then there's Megan. I don't bother scrubbing my pans with anything but soap. Megan, Barkeeper's Friend. Definitely Barkeeper's Friend. So Doug is just about ready to plate our food. So let me go ahead and put this pan down.
Okay. You want to...
There we go.
See this?
Yeah, just aim it down just a little bit more. There you go. Yeah, just
pancakes.
2 pancakes, a couple slices of
Okay, we're
bacon.
gonna go over here and eat in front of you people. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, I have way too much stuff here. Okay, I need lubricants.
He's talking about butter.
And and do you need any whipping cream?
So there we are.
Whipping cream or like whipped cream?
No, actually just some syrup.
I gotta try my bacon. I gotta get over it.
Actually, I'm going to try the bacon too.
Oh, wow.
Perfectly crisp.
Megan is referring to her husband as her English muffin, who is the one who usually does the dishes, so she doesn't complain how he does it, just as long as they're clean.
And Doug's got maple syrup we get at Costco.
We have Canadian friends that say this is just as good as Canadian maple syrup.
Interesting. Megan was telling me about a banana nut bread that she made. She let me sample it, and it's made with whole wheat and maple syrup instead of enriched white flour and processed white sugar.
Ugh,
And it was delicious.
sounds delightfully healthy.
Marianne, it's okay. I already had dinner about an hour and a half ago, so I'm still fat and sassy.
Thank you, Marianne.
What did you have, In-N-Out?
No, I actually got a spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
From Sam's Club?
Probably from Wendy's.
No. I went to Wendy's. It was close to where I left work. Wow.
I like a lot of
That does look delicious.
Okay, so syrup. You guys want to see me ooze syrup?
Wheeler says he'd rather have a bartender as my friend rather than a barkeeper.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
Oh, we need to go to Costco. We're getting skimpy.
Yeah, getting a little low there on the syrup. So,
Okay,
but
I'm gonna have
we're
to-
okay.
Do you want to?
I could stand a Costco run. You guys want to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, and can
Definitely,
you
let's do-
bring or we could probably go to Trader Joe's. He's dying. He needs Claritin, and we didn't go to Target. Or can you bring one tomorrow? Because we need Claritin bad.
Okay.
The allergy's been bad here for
Okay,
me, so
so
sorry,
we're gonna
everyone.
eat. Dinner time is 7 o'clock. Okay, let's see how these taste.
Oh, let's see. Wanda says #food porn. And hi,
Oh,
Judy.
hey, Judy.
Okay, wait a minute. I
Yes,
sullied them.
he says he sullied them.
How?
With
I'm gonna try it without so much butter.
Oh, just try it straight. Let me try it straight.
And they're very good. I put more spice in it.
Ben, remember when Mom
Yeah.
used to make pumpkin fritters?
Yeah.
These are
It's very
Oh my
pumpkin.
gosh.
yeah, these are
Yeah. Or I loved my mom's pumpkin fritters. They're fantastic. Yeah. Oh, this is delicious.
Yeah, they're I would skosh up the spices just a skosh.
Okay, everyone. So that I can say that again. This recipe comes directly from Disney Parks and Resorts. It is the Halfway to Halloween Pumpkin Pancakes. Just do a search on their website and you will find the recipe. It's very easy. Just follow the instructions. Easy pancakes to make.
Well, they're very easy. They're very
And if you have any questions about how to make them, feel free to drop us a line at peppertreevilla@gmail.com. And if you do happen to make them, take a picture, post it on your social media, either Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, and tag us at PTV Eats.
Facebook, no, Facegram, Instabook, Facegram.
Or as Doug also says, tweet us on Facebook.
All right.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining us for this episode of PTV Live. We really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun cooking tonight. Well, it was fun watching Doug cook.
Yeah.
And having a great time with Halfway to Halloween. Everyone, thank you so much.
Super chats. I wasn't making.
Yes, very much. Thank you for the super chats, everyone. And Megan says, I need to sign off tonight for the night. Tiny terrors need to be put down to bed, that is.
Great. We get to see them tomorrow.
Well, I'm so glad that everyone enjoyed the surprise live. We enjoyed it as well. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Ben.
You've been watching PTV Live as we celebrate #Halfway to Halloween, exactly what Disney's doing too. Check them out this weekend on Disney Parks blog. And in the meantime, everyone, have a magical evening and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Bye.
And now, it's not your moment of groovy, but let's have some groovy music. Good night, everyone.